This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. We're just happy and smiling. Doing almost anything. Having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.
This is a Barbados Today evening update for Tuesday, November the 18th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. A warm welcome to you. We begin with news that the Barbados Workers Union now has 2 additional work stoppages following yesterday's strike by air traffic controllers at the Grantley Adams International Airport. The air traffic controllers returned to work last evening after agreement by management that it would start improving the air quality within the tower that same evening. That was done, but today workers at the Precision Packaging at Lower Estate in St. Michael and Rothley Construction at Warren, St. Michael walked off the job. Deputy Director of Industrial Relations with the BWU, Dwayne Paul, says the union and management are in discussions on those matters, but could give no further details. In other news, youth employment remains a serious problem for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean. That's according to United Nations Development Program Deputy Resident Representative Laura Blanco. Speaking at the start of a 2-day meeting of local and OECF youth directors on their progress of achieving the UN's Millennium Development Goals, Blanco made it clear that youth employment must be made a top priority.
It was revealed that most of the unemployment was structural in nature and reflects the inability of the sub-region to further diversify their economies and stimulate investment into sectors that have the potential to expand and create jobs. The impetus in the 2015 development agenda would be to identify new emerging sectors in Barbados and the OECS, where young people could receive the specialized knowledge and skills for employment in these new sectors. With increasing job losses across the Caribbean, it is clear that we need to overcome current levels of unemployment through job creation, so that job creation would not only absorb the unemployed, but also new entrants to the labor market. That is young people.
And the United States Attorney General Eric Holder is in town, and he has been meeting with government officials in Barbados. He arrived in the island this morning and made courtesy calls on Prime Minister Frandil Stewart and Governor General Sir Elliot Belgrave this afternoon. Holder, who is accompanied by his brother William Holder, is in the island for a meeting of Caribbean Attorneys General scheduled for tomorrow. He is expected to leave the island tomorrow evening. A Dominican national has been fined $20,000 for importing drugs into Barbados. 27-year-old Abia James was arrested on Sunday after police found 2 kilograms of cannabis in a false bottom of his suitcase on arrival at the Grantley Adams International Airport. James was also charged with possession with intent to supply, and trafficking, but was convicted, reprimanded, and discharged on those counts. If he fails to pay the fine, James will spend the next 18 months behind bars. Meantime, the police say they are making significant progress in the recent spate of robberies and thefts. The crimes allegedly took place between St. Michael and the Christ Church, including last week's robbery in front of Scotiabank at Coconut Walk, Hastings. Police Public Relations Officer Assistant Superintendent David Welch tells Barbados Today 3 people, 2 men and 1 woman, are now assisting them with their investigations. Small business owners are being urged to be mindful of who invests in their operations. The caution from Attorney-at-Law Gyson Mears, who says people who are involved in money laundering use this method to take advantage of entrepreneurs who are struggling in a bid to appear legitimate. He also cautioned about forming partnerships without knowing the background of the individual. Mears was speaking to participants at the 3rd Annual Barbados Investment and Financial Products Showcase at the Central Bank earlier today.
You cannot be operating in the business world. You cannot be swimming in the sea as a flying fish and don't know that there are sharks in the shadows. Otherwise, you may be eaten without knowing what has eaten you. So you look out for people or funds coming to your business that really do not make sense. People may co-op or try to put money, inject money, invest into a portion of your business. So they may not want to be a full partner, but they may be willing to invest in a portion of what you do. Again, if it is not a natural fit, pay attention, and you may be wise to look that gift horse in the mouth.
Meanwhile, a group of entrepreneurs go on a mission to revive the country's manufacturing sector. The newly formed Barbados Industries Solution will host an expo next week to promote Barbadian-made products, particularly for the hotel and education sectors.
We believe that both these sectors offer extremely good import substitution possibilities and import replacement possibilities. There's no reason in Barbados at all for the importation of uniforms for schools or accessories or school furniture. In the hotel industry, there's no real need to import tablecloths and bed sheets and pillowcases and table mats and various other things in the hotel sector. There's a lot of food that is imported into the hotel sector that we believe that we could either substitute or replace. And over time, these will be the two areas that we will concentrate on.
In sports, Barbadian track and field star Akela Jones has been voted a rising star by the Caribbean Sports Journalists Association. She was named along with Guadeloupe sprint hurdler Wilhelm Belocian. Jones, who secured gold in the long jump at the World Junior Champions in addition to receiving the Austin Seeley Award after copping 3 individual gold medals at the Carifta Championships, beat Jamaican Commonwealth Games 400-meter champion Stephanie Ann McPherson to Female Rising Star Award.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
The Barbados Food and Wine and Rum Festival, November 20th to 23rd. Taste the culinary delights of top local and international chefs like Marcus Samuelson, Anne Burrell, Tyler Florence, Roger Mooking, Michael Hines, Dane Sadler, Daphne's Restaurant, and more. The Barbados Food and Wine and Rum Festival, 5th edition, November 20th to 23rd. Visit foodwinerum.com or contact Premier Event Services Inc. at 435-0670. Get your tickets now at Wine World or Ticketpal.com.
On the regional scene, the family of Jamaican reggae icon Bob Marley will launch the first global cannabis brand with marijuana products under his name. The brand, Marley Natural, will now be seen on products such as oils and infused lotions made from cannabis strains similar to those Bob Marley might have smoked. According to reports, it will be sold in countries that have decriminalized and legalized the use and sale of the drug. Further afield, Japan's Prime Minister says Parliament will be dissolved later this week to pave the way for early general elections. The poll comes 2 years ahead of schedule. The Prime Minister also announced an 18-month delay on the hike of the controversial sales tax. Parliament's lower house is expected to dissolve on Friday. And that's where we end our Barbados Today evening update. We'll be back again tomorrow morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 online TV to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic evening.
This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. Whoa, we're just happy and smiling. Doing almost anything. Having fun and just living. Whoa, shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.